Ladies and gentlemen, non binary folks and binary folks, boomers and zoomers, welcome to the CECS Grand Final of the Valorant Preseason Tournament brought to you by Brooklyn Bodega Esports. My name is Darren iRobot Martins. I'm going to be your host and co-caster on this great, amazing, exciting Grand Final day. Today, joining me in the Red Bull Analyst desk is none other than Zach Racuno and Mel Kirby. Mel, the organizer of the whole league.
Oh
How
my
are you
God.
guys doing today?
Oh, great. Never been better.
Good.
Fully rested. Got my orange juice next to me, feeling good.
Gutter juice.
Yeah.
How you feeling, Zach?
I'm feeling good. I got my cat in my lap, so we're ready to watch. He's watching the screen intensely, so he's ready. I'm ready. We're ready to get this final underway.
Ready to go. Sounds good. I wish I had a cat on my lap, and I wish I had orange juice. I have not, neither, but I am ready to go as well. Today, friends, we have the teams that we were expecting. No crazy upsets in this tournament. Mostly Harmless versus Casual Cyan. This is going to be a banger of a game. We saw them play, I believe it was yesterday in a best of one, went 16-14 in favor of Mostly Harmless. Let me just break down a little bit what happened last night while we were off stream. We had in the losers bracket, Sup Buddy defeated CECS Playground to move on to play against Casual Cyan. Casual Cyan beat Sup Buddy. This is all still the group stage, by the way. These are still best of ones. So Casual Cyan, that means that, CECS Playground was in 4th seed for the semifinals, and Sup Buddy was placed into 3rd seed in the semifinals. Now, Casual Cyan went to go on to play Mostly Harmless. Again, this is one that we didn't see last night to see who was going to be 1st or 2nd seed. Mostly Harmless won that game as well. So Mostly Harmless is undefeated in this tournament so far. Then in the playoffs, in the semifinals, Mostly Harmless defeated CECS Playground. These were best of threes now, so that was 2-0. Apparently not super close. Actually, the first game was pretty close. Second game was a bit of a wash. It's how we expected that to play out. Then in the other semifinal, Casual Cyan versus Sup Buddy, it was a 2-1. And apparently those games were very close. Casual Cyan did come out on top. Sup Buddy fighting hard to get that 2nd place position, but didn't quite succeed in that goal. So then we have Mostly Harmless versus Sup Buddy in a best of 5 today. Man, what can we talk about before we get into this game? We can talk about a lot of things. We can talk about individual players. Let's talk about Issy. Zach, I know you're a big Issy fan. You feeling like Issy is going to really step up in this game and maybe give Casuals the win?
Yeah, I mean, Issy is just absolutely insane when he pops off. But the thing about Issy is, even if he takes a backseat, you have people like, Swass and Nair who could definitely step in and frag out for sure. So, I mean, even if he doesn't perform at the, at the tip-top level, I still see Nair and Swass, picking it up. Even Hans as well. We saw a lot of crazy plays from Hans and Nero. So, I mean, their whole team all around is just really sound. But again, it's mostly Harmless, and you have to be on your game if you want to beat them. So if anyone falls behind, I feel like Mostly Harmless may take advantage of that regardless.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, we've seen some different team comps from Mostly Harmless. We saw the double duelist comp in the first game that they played. I believe it was against CECS Playground early in the tournament. Really stomped them with Ian and Ongline on their duelists, just like unstoppable. But then in the next game, I believe that we saw something a little different, just a one duelist comp, because Ongline went on the chamber in that next game that they played. That was against Casuals. What kind of comp are you expecting here? I guess it depends on the map as well, yes?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely depends on what we get for, picks and bans. I'm expecting it'd be really fun to see a
I want a
fracture
fracture.
personally. Yeah, it'd be
Fracture,
great to
please.
see a fracture, but, I'm expecting an icebox from either team. Both teams are really strong on icebox. I feel like Mostly Harmless and Casuals are very strong, but Casuals definitely, I'm not saying put fear in them, but I feel like Mostly Harmless is a little more careful in icebox when playing them because they are very strong on it. Haven for Mostly Harmless, I feel like needs to like not be picked for them because that's I think one of their strongest maps, if not their strongest. I'd love to see another Breeze, just how it plays out, because that was super interesting to see the Breeze game yesterday. Of course, Ascent's going to be, I feel like, going to be picked. It's just like one of the best, competitive maps out there, and Bind as well. So, I mean, expecting a Fracture, hoping for the best, but I think we're going to get like an Icebox, Bind, Ascent, Split, and maybe a Breeze. I don't know. I don't think Fracture's going to be in there. That's the only map I don't think is going to be
I
in
just
there.
want Fracture, man. Like, it's such a great map, and I also, when we were talking about team compositions, a lot of it just comes down to what maps teams want to play on. Usually, when we talk about duelists, if you're comfortable playing 2-3 duelists in a team comp, that's totally fine. But a lot of these maps, if you think about Breeze, Fracture, even Icebox, they're very open. So having a double smoker composition is almost something that you need on those maps. So I'm as we say that they end up banning Fracture. I'm very sad, because
Yeah,
that
right
map is
away.
just really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Right away banning it out. Man, next year, right? I mean, by January they must have practiced this map and want to play it, right?
I mean, even if they practice it, I think just overall Fracture is just a map where there's too many variables, there's too many places to go, and too many places to watch. Where, I feel like defenses or offenses could just be broken down very easily. So I mean, it's kind of a nightmare if you're not like fully comfortable on this. So maybe next tournament maybe, but I don't expect to be seeing it honestly at all anytime soon.
Now, does Valorant, when they release a map like that, right, and it's with any game or it's kind of the human condition that it's something that's different and is changed. We get a little bit shaken up by it. Obviously, it will take time, but does Valorant then release a champion that functions really well on, sorry, an agent? I'm coming from League of Legends, my bad, folks. An agent that functions really well on a map like that fits that map, and therefore teams will feel like they could play that map once they learn this new agent.
I don't think they necessarily correlate it with an agent and a map. I just think they're a little separate, but Chamber I would say is pretty decent on Fracture for what I've seen, but he's not the best. I still feel like there are different agents that are better, but um, yeah, Chamber's all around good in general. So I mean, we'll see if we pull out a Chamber today on any of the maps. I'm hoping so, but Fracture is still banned. We're just waiting for Casual Scion to ban at the moment. But yeah,
They lost the link or something, so they're dealing with that
awesome.
right now. They said they're a little excited. The nerves are going here today for this grand final, so hopefully they'll get to it quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I would say if anything, they probably if I'm casuals, I probably want to ban Haven. I think casuals did a really good job on Breeze. They came out swinging on that map, and I thought they did a great job, despite falling a little bit behind. That game went into overtime, if I'm not mistaken. And so I would say of all the maps that Mostly Harmless is like stellar on, like map that you need to like ban, I'd say would be Haven.
Yeah, definitely Haven would be the best ban for them. I don't know. That's just my opinion, but we'll see. It looks like it's saying it's both their time to ban, so they're just getting it sorted out. But I'm expecting a Haven ban, if anything. Icebox will definitely be played. I'm excited to see Icebox and Ascent. These teams kind of go head to head. They kind of like are very even on it. Like you said, Breeze, they went in overtime. I think it was 16-14. And I was joking with Dizzy before the game started. I was like, ah, man, I miss you guys playing CSGO and everything, and it'd be great to see you guys again. After the game ended 16-14, it's like, yeah, look at that! I got you a CS score for the ending. It was all calculated. I was laughing. So, I mean, I feel like we're gonna have maybe 1 to 2 overtimes at least. Mostly Harmless. If they get a comfort pick on a map like Haven, I feel like they'll more so take that maybe like 13-9 or something. Casuals might take Icebox like 13-11, 13-10 if they're feeling comfortable enough. But I feel like it's going to come down maybe to the fifth map possibly, or the fourth map. I don't think it's going to end any earlier than that.
That's what's really exciting about this tournament and these two teams playing each other in the grand final is like you're talking about, you said 13-9, 11-13 and a couple going into overtime. That's exciting, man. This is what we want to see in this tournament and the tournaments to come. I should mention take a defeated. In the grand final, they would, because it's a double elimination tournament and they had never lost before that, that they get one automatic win of one of the games in the best of 5. So basically what that means is because Mostly Harmless has yet to lose in this tournament, they only have to win 2 out of 5 before Casuals wins 3 out of 5. So Casuals
Yeah.
could win this 3-0 or 3-1 or but they can't win 3-2 basically.
Yeah.
Once it's 2-2 or 2-1 or 2-0 from Mostly Harmless, then
Yeah.
that is the end of the tournament, the grand final.
Yeah. So pretty much, yeah, they're just up a map. Pretty much like just imagine they played a map already in the best of 5 and 1. They just get that advantage because they are undefeated and it's a double elim. So yeah, Casuals do ban out Haven, so they take that pick away from Mostly Harmless, which is what we expected. So there we go. Haven and Fracture off the board. So I'm expecting, for the picks here, I'm expecting an Ascent pick or a Icebox pick from the side of Mostly Harmless, but we'll see what happens.
And this is really cool that we can see potentially 5 different maps from these teams. It's so different from the best of ones, where if they get the map that they are particularly good on, they can really stomp the team. Right here, you can play to your strengths and hope to upset on a map that you're not as good on. Right, that's very exciting to watch.
Yeah, and it looks like Split is the first pick map for Mostly Harmless, so they'll be playing Split first. Casuals pick Bind, so Bind will be the second map. And then it looks like, oh, they haven't showed sides yet. That's okay. So yeah, Split first map, Bind will be the second map, and we're gonna see the third map right away. Again, I'm expecting a center Icebox, but if they pick a Bind, that'd be kind of wild too. I remember way back, maybe like 2-3 seasons ago, Mostly Harmless on Bind. That was something to be feared. That was not a fun time. So, Bind for Mostly Harmless could go in their favor, but I'm expecting Casuals hopefully take that map if their comfort picks that map.
Yeah, I mean, clearly, if they know that Mostly Harmless is really, really great on that map, the fact that Casuals picked it, says to me that Casuals has been grinding that map and practicing it a lot. So maybe that's going to be one of our overtime games, Zach. It's exciting. It'll be very exciting to see. So you think that Casuals has the upper hand on Icebox? Is that what you were saying?
Yeah, I think they have an upper hand on Icebox for sure. Just from last season, from when they played, pretty much Casuals every time they play them on Icebox, except for in the grand final, they beat them. Mostly Harmless did show up in the grand finals. Went on a 3-0 run. That's not to say that Casuals didn't put up a good fight. They were great all season, go up against Mostly Harmless, but in that grand final, what comes down to is sometimes Mostly Harmless, just team chemistry just can really pick up. So, and as I say that, Mostly Harmless picks Ascent for their third map. So that'd be the third map to be played if there's a third map. So that's going to be interesting. So I'm expecting Casuals to pick Icebox here. If they don't, that'd be very interesting. They pick Breeze. So
Look at that.
interesting.
So it's not entirely surprising. I mean, Casuals did lose on Breeze versus Mostly Harmless during the group stage, but that was our 16-14 game. Maybe they're feeling spicy on that one. They could win against Mostly Harmless.
Yeah, exactly. So maybe they're feeling like, we get how they're playing. If they don't change it up, we have something to counter that. And but the first map for Split, Mostly Harmless will be attacking first. Casuals will be defending, and then on Bind we have Casuals attacking while Mostly Harmless defend. So Split attacking first, that could be a little risky. It's more of a defensive map, but
Okay.
we have seen teams, pull off the exact opposite, go on like a win streak on offense and then just dominate on defense. So it really depends how you play, but overall it's usually defensive sided map. And we got Ascent here getting Mostly Harmless on attack while Casuals are on defense. And then we're waiting for the last Breeze pick here. And Breeze, it's going to be Mostly Harmless on defense first while Casuals attack. So we have everything set. We have Split, we have Bind, we have Ascent, we have Breeze. Those are our 4 maps to be played.
Right.
And then the
Of course.
decide, yeah. And then Icebox kind of just sitting there all sad. So
Yeah. Of course, I even got a little bit confused for a second because, of course, they only banned two, because of the nature of this tournament, this best of five will not go to 5 games. It's impossible for it to go to 5 games. So,
Yep.
um, that's what we have, folks. We're just waiting for the teams to be ready before we get into agent select. So, remind me, Zach, we are starting on split, yes?
Correct. We're starting on split.
All right. What do you feel like the team comps are going to be on this map? Let's talk about mostly harmless first. What are you expecting out of them?
Oh, mostly harmless, yeah, for sure. I'm expecting, of course, everyone kind of runs a jet, so jets obviously to be said and seen. Smoke wise, people run the Viper, people run, double controller Viper, Brimstone, Viper Omen, Viper Astra. Astra's super strong on split, in my opinion, with her ability to use her gravity well, her sucky sucky. So, I mean, you could utilize that a lot. Her ultimate is great on this map for defending and taking sites. So I'm expecting that as well. But controller wise, you can get a chamber, you could get a cipher for sure. With those one ways on B is really strong. So I'm expecting those flex picks. You can do Sky, you can do Breach, Raze. Like it's honestly one of these map. This split is one of those maps where you can basically choose most people, other than Yoru, sad, and you could be pretty comfortable. So I mean, you can see anything. Sova's not really picked though, other than those two. You could literally see anything. But I'm expecting out of casuals, I'm expecting a Jet, expecting a Reyna, expecting an Astra Viper, and then a controller and a flex pick. I feel like casuals will be kind of more to the book, straightforward compared to mostly harmless what they could pick.
All right, and it looks like we are ready to go into the agent select. We'll see how correct you are here, Zach. Of course, I don't know all of these ins and outs of this game quite yet. I'm still learning, but it's great to learn from someone like you and the others that have been on this cast. But let's see. Oh,
Oh,
I have a game has lost connection. Do you have that, Zach?
nope, just you. You unfortunate.
I am the poor unfortunate soul. I'm gonna have to load my game back up and hopefully get back in that observer position. So how about you take it away with what's going on, because I can see nothing. I'm blind.
Oh no, nothing yet. So if when you disconnect, just set us back to the lobby. That's okay. So we'll be going back in right away.
Oh, okay.
Sad.
Did you disconnect as well, Mel?
No. I just got
Okay.
the flashbang and that was
Yeah,
it.
we all got flashbang. We had the turn away from my screen really quick.
Yeah, I am
Alright.
really excited about this map though. I feel like Split's one of those maps that you can kind of pick any agent and it'll always be okay. There's I mean, other than I guess Yoru that isn't really played all too often. I'm really looking forward to seeing if either team picks Sky. I think Sky or Breach, like I love Breach so much. I don't see him played a lot, but I love seeing Sky being played. I'd also like to see if they may even, like, I don't know how if teams are comfortable playing Killjoy still, but I find that Killjoy is also pretty good on Split as well. I might just be biased because I really like the agent, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing what kind of team comps that both teams come up with for this map.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Breach, yeah, definitely underrated. I wish we got Icebox because I've been playing some Breach on Icebox. Oh my goodness, it is strong. But other than that, Breach and Sky. Sky is always strong. Sky has a heal. I feel like isn't utilized enough. Honestly, it's an AoE heal. I can heal multiple people at a time, and I feel like it's not used all too well and utilizes as well as people would like. But her flashbangs, of course, is super strong. So hopefully we'll see that come out.
Yeah, her utility is really good. I just like you were talking about, like Breach is just not used at all, and I think he's one of the coolest agents in the game, and I think his ultimate's really good, and I think it can really like make or break trying to take take over a map that you, or take over like a site that you lost or whatever. I just think he's really awesome. So I mean, I probably won't see one, but I'm expecting at least maybe like a Sky. But yeah, I'm very much looking forward to it. I really like Split. I think it's not I don't get a chance to play it very often, but I really like the map itself, and I think it's really well laid out. So I'm fingers crossed we get something really cool. Maybe even we get a chamber.
Oh, Revo's hovering Yoru, so that's funny. I'm expecting Swass to play Chamber, if anything. Swass is a great Chamber. He utilizes his util well from what I've seen. And I've played, again, with Swass quite a bit here and there, so, you know, I'm expecting big things out of the chat. Oh, and he hovers Breach, of course he does. He's probably...
Let's get a Breach!
But we do have, from mostly Harmless side, we have Dizzy locking in the Astra, Cube the Killjoy. Killjoy definitely is an agent Cubed is comfortable on. Line with his famous Raze, Ian with the famous Jet, and we're in on Revo here, kind of just hovering. We got Issy also on the side of Casuals hovering KO. Just kind of a little troll here, unless they do play KO, that'd be interesting. KO is one of those, you know, agents as well, where he's really hard to work, you know, into a team comp. His flashes are like CSGO flashes, if everyone's ever played them. Just a normal flash bet you could throw out or right click and toss short. And they do pick KO.
Wow.
Whoa.
I'm very much
Interesting.
interested in that. Yeah, I don't think we've seen it. If I'm not mistaken, I don't think we've seen a KO at all in
No.
Not on Ace.
at all in any game. And yeah, and also I really like the fact that they kind of picked more safer picks on the side of mostly Harmless. We have a Sage coming through, and we also have a Killjoy. And I was super excited about this because I really think that Killjoy is underrated on Split.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Guys, I have to jump in here real quick because we didn't do predictions.
Oh.
Who's
yeah, true.
gonna win this? Zach, go first.
For
the whole thing.
Oh, the whole thing. Ooh, I was gonna do map at a time. Oh no.
Oh, we can do map at a time. Let's do map.
Let's do map at a time. Okay, I think this map I'll say mostly Harmless because of their team comp. I'm not comfortable seeing a KO, but I'm gonna trust Issy here. You know, Issy's insane. You know, he's a great fragger. So let's see what he can do with it. You know, maybe teach me some things about KO I don't know about. But yeah, I'm expecting mostly Harmless to take this with their straightforward, you know, by the book team comp.
Mal, what you got? What do you think?
I mean, I really like defensive compositions. I'm a huge Sage fan. I love Sage so much, so I'm expecting a mostly Harmless win for this map. But I really like the spicy picks of the KO and also the Chamber. So I think, yeah, I don't know. I'm always conflicted, but we'll see how things turn out.
Yeah, so we have mostly Harmless just running up and walking onto A. They're going to be taking site, running down ramp, getting onto site really early. Online's going to be trying to nade elbow, and they get the pick on Nero on site, while Issy gets a kill with his nade, and Swass gets a kill with his pseudo sheriff there. And that's going to just be a retake. It's going to be a 4v3 retake, so in favor of Casuals right now. You know, elbow, that peek from heaven is a little dangerous. That's a nice little lineup there from Online with the Boombot. Made it all the way to heaven, and they're going to be trying to take site. We have Nair dropping down, taking on Elbow, and Dizzy gets the pick on Issy, and Online on Nair. Hans here gets a dink onto Online, and now it's a 2v3 retake, and he gets him through the side here, and we have Swass pushing up, and gets taken out by Dizzy, and now it's just Hans on Elbow, taking out one, throwing the nade. And Dizzy backs up to Sign, it looks like, and he's gonna swing to the right, and he's spamming the Sign. He runs around, and Dizzy in a roundabout right now, and Hans gets the pick, but did he get it in time?
Oh, this is close.
It's gonna be really close, and it doesn't look like he got the defuse in time. You do a little ring around the rosy there, he gets the pick, but just misses the defuse, and the first round goes in favor of mostly Harmless, so, I mean, they got away with one there, you know. Played it really close to the vest.
Yeah, really too bad. You know, we talk about Chamber being such a good champion during pistol rounds because he has that Q ability. Sorry, I don't know what it's called, but missed 3 shots there, unfortunately. Maybe just warming up a little bit, but you know, normally a Chamber can really turn the tide there, but
Nah, that's okay though. You gotta get those first 2 warm-up rounds in, pistol round warm-ups in, then you're good to go.
And you really don't want to miss, you know, your abilities on Chamber because it tends to get pretty expensive, right? To be able to use that gun.
Yeah, it's $100 a bullet, so minus 100 every time you miss. We have them walk into B main here. They're just gonna stack up and push this straightforward here. Be checking corners. Nair's ready for it though. Gets a pick, dashes away. Very well done. He was about to throw a smoke. He forgot he didn't have one. And they just seem to back off. They don't want to be any part of that. You know, they got a pick down. Nair tries to go for a re-peek, gets tagged up a little bit. So let's see if they start to rotate here. And we have a grenade coming in from the Killjoy, Nano Swarm coming in. It looks like they're going to reset cut noise, and it looks like it's going to be a re-hit back on B, but Casuals are ready for this. We have Hans up in heaven, gets dinked through the wall. And you have that beautiful, beautiful Sheriff going there. And see, they pull the rotates here, thinking that they rotated, and they're still sitting in B main just cutting noise, and Nair's gonna get a big surprise when he goes back onto site here. And now they hear him, now they know. Now, is he gonna play safe or is he gonna go for a pick here? KO gets... Oh, Issy gets Ian with a classic. Q gets the trade and gets a double kill. And Ryan's trying to get something, gets a headshot. Nair on Dizzy. And now it is a 3v2 retake. And Nair's sitting on 2 HP though. This is a little scary. He gets to the Nano Swarm out, so he can't play the post plant. Ongline gets the nade down, gets Ryan, gets the kill with the Spectre, and then Cube cleans up on Swass for the triple kill. Another round goes to Mostly Harmless, and now we're gonna have a gun round coming out of Casual, so we'll see how things play out here. Have a light buy coming in, maybe for Mostly Harmless, maybe a Phantom here and there, but nothing more.
That was so unfortunate for Nair.
Yeah.
Oh, just so unfortunate, but yeah, goes in their favor. And I mean, again, they didn't buy or anything. It was just, you know, it's second round. I'm expecting now to see it to be a little bit more even, but yeah.
Every time I say Nair, I just keep saying Ryan. I just want to call him Ryan, but yeah, we have them over here stacking on A site. It looks like they're not really playing the map, you know, on these you know, pistols and these eco rounds. It seems like they're just stacking up and going. We have one shot coming in, hits online, able to repeat and get the kit pick, but 25 HP from Nero back site. They spam through the box, gets a kill. Issy gets a double kill. Dizzy trades out, and we have Revo coming with the Sheriff, getting a nice dink through the box. Nice headshot going there. We still have Nero sitting backside behind Sign, just kind of playing his life here, waiting for Nair to come help him out. They cut noise once again, trying to see if they can get the rotates or get someone, you know, slacking here, but Nair's going to be trying to gain some info by getting map advantage on mid here. Seeing if they rotate, getting some info with maybe with his ears. But it seems like they're just sitting A main, just waiting. They're waiting for the rotate. And Nero can either get one, he can get two, or he can get killed with that 25 HP he has. So they're going to be walking up. Oh, here they come. Dizzy's walking up with Revo. They're checking.
30 seconds
they're
left.
swinging. They have no idea they're there. Now it's all about timing, and he knows they're there now. Gets the first kill, and Revo walls off Heaven. So it's going to be hard for Nair to assist Nero back site. And he's watching Heaven now. And he gets to Elbow with the Sheriff, and he's waiting for that pick, but let's see if he can get Ooh, Nero and Revo kind of just missing the shot. 25 HP, and Nero gets a triple kill. Nice hold from backside, staying there, making sure he's anchoring, doesn't get fooled. And now Mostly Harmless have given up a round to Casuals, and now they're on the board. And this is where things get interesting, because I'm going to assume that Ian's going to pull it off here for their first buy round. And he does.
Yeah, sometimes it pays off to just be quiet. Just staying behind any type of projectiles, just staying, you know, behind like a box and just waiting for them to, you know, move towards the site, which is really great. It ended up working in their favor.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's so crazy, right? Because it was just, sorry, I forget who it was. It was Revo or Dizzy, who just made a little bit of noise, just like jumping or something. It was just enough noise for Nero to hear it. Otherwise, they were completely silent, and it gave Nero the advantage.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, now you have Ian on this off, gonna peek Heaven, and of course he gets Hans there. Ian rarely misses that off shot. And now they have an advantage on mid. They have mid control, even though you know you don't have a Sage. You gotta be very careful when you don't have a Sage walling that off. So gets the first pick. And now I feel like Ongline's gonna work mid here, maybe Mail, maybe on ropes and Vent there. But he's definitely just gonna walk up, you know, get some info. We have 3 going at mid. Chamber is going to be trying to put a little cheeky play from Vent, but they're trying to hit the site now. And Issy, you know, denying everyone on the team. And Issy, spray transfer, gets 3 in there, gets the double kill. Are you kidding me, Issy? I'm picking KO after this. I don't care. That was insane with that. Oh, KO's, so people don't know, KO's ultimate pretty much nullifies any abilities anyone can use, and you shoot, your rate of fire goes faster. So the fact that he shot the guy on lower there and transferred the guy upper was absolutely insane. So is he just a monster, as I said before? So it looks like he can play anyone. So KO pick definitely coming out there in a clutch situation.
And there's something about getting suppressed that, you know, you're peeking around a corner and you think, oh, I'm going to use this ability or that ability, and suddenly you're suppressed. It throws you off for a second, right? So you might take you a second to shoot well too, because it's just discombobulated.
Yeah, exactly. And even if Issy died there, you know, he goes down and he could be revived in his ultimate. So, I mean, that also causes, you know, a little problem where his ultimate's still going off and still suppressing people even if he dies there. So. Definitely a problem. We're gonna see them again going for mid control here, but you have Issy and Vent here, and gets a kill, and there's gonna be another swing here, and Dizzy gets the trade. Didn't see what happened there. Might have had his back turn, but looks like Mostly Harmless have a gun in their possession. Swass here gets a kill onto Dizzy, and Riva trades with the Sheriff. Now it looks like they have 2 guns. They can make something work here. They're able to hold on to both of these, but Nero, backside, gets taken out by Ian, walking up, making no noise. He's expecting the drop from heaven, but got picked off from lower. And now it's a 2v3 retake from the side of casuals.
Spike planted.
You're gonna see.
You have your 2 duelists, right? Ian and Ongline, 2 of the best players in this league. They can do this. They can pull this off for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And then you have the Killjoy ultimate coming out. And Riva with a nice angle from ramp there, but Nair's gonna get the kill. Take out the ultimate, and Cubed, oh my goodness, with the swing and the headshot with the Sheriff, and that's another round going Mostly Harmless's favor.
Cube really showing up here so far, 5-3 scoreline. Playing that game really well.
Yeah, I mean, Cube was a sub last season, and he came in clutch for the team when they needed him. So the fact that he's on the main roster now, he's really showing up right now. Just absolutely amazing how they're able to fit him in the team so well and able to mesh with them. And he's showing up like he always, again, he makes impact frags in my opinion, and it's always good to see. But Issy on the other team with 8 kills on the KO is absolutely insane. So I'm gonna be keeping an eye on him for sure. Issy's making me a KO fan at this point.
Yeah, if there's anything we've learned from this this tournament so far, you always got to keep eyes on Issy. He's always going to make a difference.
I just call him a little speed demon. He's just a speed demon with everything he does. But we have another default coming out. Looks like they're just trying to get map control. We have Swass over there watching A main with his teleport with an op. So if he does hit that shot or even miss it, he can just teleport out instantly to safety, all the way to screens, and, you know, post up on another position. So that's what's so good about. Ooh, look, just like that. Teleports out. Now he's in a different position, and now they don't know where he is. And that's the good thing about Chamber. His repositioning skills as a controller or as a sentinel is just so strong. And it looks like they're going to be hitting A site. Even though the ops here looks like a 4-man push. Now see if Issy can help out here. But yeah, here comes the push. They're gonna be smoking off screens. Oh, he was just a little bit off through that smoke with the op shot. And nice nade by Ongline there. Push him off his screen so they can get onto site. And Revo gets the revive on Ian. Now it's a 5v5. And now it's just a 5v5 retake. They just let them have the site with the ultimate coming out of Astra. Online here, gonna get aggressive. Teleports away, just so amazing how instantly he can get away. Like, it's just so strong. Even when you're caught off guard, Cube gets killed on Nair. And we have Ian here, kind of holding the flank. And Issy has no idea. He's gonna get picked after he takes the reload. And now they know he's there, but it doesn't matter at this point. He's just gonna play safe. You know, just play for info that he's there. Hans is able to cross. And they have no idea where Ian is whatsoever. But he is able to get the pick after Cubed. After Swass showed himself. A little switcheroo there. And looks like they're going to save their guns, which is a very smart play here. You know, keep the op, keep the rifles for the next round. Maybe make something happen. And it's going to be 4-2 for Mostly Harmless now.
Yeah, and like, why not save a little bit of money, right? I mean, you're just down 2 rounds. This is not a dire situation. This makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you don't want to just, you know, give away your guns. This isn't just, you know, pubs ranked where you're just like, I'll go for it. You know, it could happen, could not happen. Now, this is like, you know, you wanna give yourself the best opportunity to win here. So, same with those guns, and definitely making something happen is the way to go.
Yeah, and these guys, you know, this is a preseason tournament. There's not a lot on the line here, but they're playing for those bragging rights, right? Going into the season next year, they're playing as if there's like a $100,000 winnings on the line here. It's great to see.
And then we have Ian here just opping. Look, watch this. Ooh, hits Swass actually. Swass is able to teleport away, but now they have no idea that Nair is sitting on top of the boxes by tunnel here. He's just sitting up there waiting. You see his little outline there, shimmying back and forth, waiting for someone to walk up. And we have. Oh, sorry. Go right ahead. Go right ahead.
This is something that makes Jet so strong too. Is like, you know, her positioning that she can make, right? That other agents just can't do. I'm not sure if this is one of those, but Jets are always sneaking into places that you don't expect them to do.
He goes for the pick, and he gets one. He gets a second one. Swass gets the third on Cubed, and it looks like that. Ooh, Ian's gonna be walking up with an op, and they get the suppress there, so they know he's there. Now it all depends how they take this peek.
One enemy remaining.
And Hans gets the pick mid on Dizzy, and now it's just a 1v5, looking very dire for Ian. But let's see if he can get a couple of this. Gets Gravity Well, gets flashed by Issy from the KO, and now he's just on an island. He's like trying to see if he can do some damage, and Issy's able to get the pick, and now it's 4-3 for Mostly Harmless. Picking up another round on Casual side, and it's just back and forth at this point.
Yeah, what a round from Casuals there with the Flawless, really showing that this game is gonna be close, man. We're 4-3. I'm expecting this to be kind of back and forth this whole game.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, it's gonna be back and forth this whole game, but it's gonna come down to also, you know, how well Casuals can do on attacking side as well, because, you know, defense, you know, is one thing. You know, even if you do bad, you know, you still do good on this map. So it all kind of depends how Casuals can attack. Looking forward to the next half. But for this half, you know, definitely they need to step up on Mostly Harmless side and just, you know, force something a little bit, you know, change up the tempo. They're playing slow, they're playing great, don't get me wrong, but, you know, Casuals are going to start catching on to the game, so as soon as they switch things up, I think they'll catch them off guard and maybe gain some momentum. Never seen Nair getting a pick on Dizzy, and there goes the bomb. Now they have 3 people on Spike, with 4 people from Mostly Harmless mid. Interesting.
So in that situation, were they hoping to distract on mid and B side and hope that Dizzy could go and sneak a plant in an A, or what was the plan?
I think they were just leaving him near A. Oh my, whoa.
Oh, wow.
Near gets a double, Hans online gets a kill there. I saw them going towards, but man, that was fast. That was kind of crazy, but it looks like they're kind of just, you know, getting some map control mid, trying to get some rotates, you know, pull some map pressure. Leaving the bomb there is perfectly fine with one person, but I don't think they expected him to die there, you know, expecting 2 to 3 people to push that one guy sitting all the way back there. So it was an unexpected play from Casuals, but it worked out. So they just have to be maybe, you know, obviously they're aware where the bomb is, but, you know, I don't think they'll make that mistake again.
Yeah.
Now we're all tied up.
The mind games that are played in Valorant, sometimes they work out and sometimes they don't, right? They could have sent those 2 people over there and gleaned nothing from it.
Exactly. So I mean, it's really depends just how the other person plays. And now you have Dizzy getting a kill with the Guardian on Issy and Vent. Oh my goodness, the Guardian's so strong. I really love the gun. They're gonna know he's gonna be sitting back sight. He's been doing it every time. But Nero gets some tag damage and gets a kill onto Ongline and Ian. Oh my goodness. And Dizzy here is really low and isn't able to get him, unfortunately. Revo gets the trade, but Hans gets Revo, and now it's 2v3. And it looks like one's behind on Sign and one is back sight. So we're gonna get a double satchel out here. We're gonna get the ult coming in from Hans, and Swass picks up the last kill on Dizzy, and now we have Casuals in the lead, 5-4. How things have swung around for them. Absolutely incredible. Good job on the retake there. Hans with a great ult, knowing where he was from the info and just, you know, securing that kill and the round.
Honestly, I'm super impressed with Nero right now. Obviously, he died, but those impact frags, right, playing that position, that angle so well, getting 2 kills and buying a lot of time for his team to come over there. It was really nice play.
Oh, very important, you know, impact frags, you know, people could frag up, but impact frags are definitely return the game, because if you got no one there, or even just one, you know, that could be a completely different round. So, I mean, those impact frags from Nero, like you said, are just making the biggest difference backside. He's been playing there every time, so, I mean, there's nothing new to them, but he just seems to be able to get a pick or 2 every single time.
Yeah.
Now we have a mid-default once again with a lurk on A, and they're going to go through Vent once again. Just no care in the world, just running through, making all the noise in the world. And we have Swass here. Ooh, no teleport down, unfortunately. Gets picked off in heaven with Ongline. Now they know he plays back sight here, so let's see if he gets a pick. He isn't able to get Dizzy. Dizzy takes out Nero with a Guardian. A little caught off guard with that smoke, you know, a little back and forth there. But Issy, a little dangerous here, a little demon time. He's might be feeling it. That crosshair, kind of insane how he sees that. And he doesn't know where Issy is. Just took a guess. Surprised that ultimate didn't hit him. Throws a flash through the smoke. Gets turned. Oh my goodness, gets a double kill. Oh, he doesn't get the double. Oh my goodness. Thought Issy pulled off an amazing double. Riva gets 2 kills. Online cleans up Issy for a round for mostly harmless. And that was an insane flash through the smoke. You know, gets the elbow guy, turns around. Wasn't able to get him, but still a good play. But mostly harmless. Played just a little bit better there. Able to steal that round for them.
Yeah, and in round 10, it's all tied up. 5-5. This is what we were looking for, and they are delivering.
Yeah, exactly. So we're gonna see maybe another default here coming out of mid. It looks like, again, they're abusing mid because they just smoke it off, and they just go. Like, there's no Sage. This wall stopped them, no Sage slows. But it looks like they have a 3-man stack towards B main. I mean, they are... Oh, no way. There's no way. Are they gonna walk right into this? Oh, they have heaven control completely, but as you see in B main, both Jets here, Ryan and Issy, and Ryan gets the kill, and it looks like the suppress still comes down, so they're all still suppressed by the ultimate from Issy. So let's see what they can do here. Cubed looking towards B main along with the Sage, and they know where they are. Issy giving info on site. Issy's ultimate finally runs out. We've one back site and one on site default. And we're gonna get a gravity well, we're gonna get a pull, we're gonna get a smoke, we're gonna get everything coming out. Nair gets 2 kills, picking up the 4K, and just the absolutely amazing utility that Astra provides on this map to expose people hiding in little corners here is absolutely amazing. It covers pretty much the whole area, the back of site there. Same with B site, or sorry, same with A site. You know, just so well played. Good job on Casual's side.
Yeah, Astra again. Nero coming in with that kind of macro play, right? Can map control. Astra is so good, like you said, in these kind of situations, and I mean, we watched him do it. He did it so fast, right? It was just like pop, 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 and then push, right? Very, very well played by him.
Yeah, and good job by Nair just sitting in B main, you know, playing that position, you know, playing his life and playing for the pick. So, whereas he Swaz here have an op on ramp, maybe go for an early peek, you know, teleport away. We have Ian popping the Blade Storm. He gets the pick on Swaz. Oh, I didn't even see the angle he got there. Looks like there's a little gap through the smoke. Issy gets the kill, gets double kill. Cube gets a trade. Riva's Ian. Cube gets a double on Nero. And now it is a 2v4 retake for the last round. And we're going to have Ryan coming up through mid here through vent. But Ian's going to be playing the smart from behind the wall. He hears him jump in vent. Now the wall's coming down, and let's see if Ian gets caught by timing here. He does get caught by timing with the jump onto box, and now it is a 1v4 retake. It doesn't look too bright for Hans, but anything could happen. But Ian says, not anything could happen. This is our round, tying it up 6-6, as close as could be.
Yeah, they really wanted that spike plant using the, I believe it's the World's Divide.
Yes.
And Killjoy ult to keep them off of it. Really well played. And I was just about to say before that play was all going down that it's a bit of a jet diff right now, that Nair is looking really good and Ian is a little bit, you know, not on top like he normally is. But then, of course, he gets a double or a triple in that round, and you know, really, maybe he's just warming up, and there's more to come.
Yeah, again, you know, Cube with his impact frags for sure, just you know, helping out his team. Against Split, harder for duelists to go in and not die from all the angles they have to watch. So I mean, you know, duelists going in and dying is kind of their job on this map, to get info, create space. You know, of course they get kills, but on Split it's a little difficult. So you see the Sage Wall coming out, just a default. You see the Boombot coming out. Oh my goodness. Gets the gravity well on mid with the nade combo. Unfortunately not able to hit. Riva gets some tags on Hans, but Hans gets the kill online. And now here comes the push through Mail onto Heaven. But B-side is stacked right now with 3 people. I don't think they want to go here, but they have no idea what's waiting for them on site. We have a silly little Astra over on A-side, just Dizzy all alone. Hopefully he doesn't get rotated on, but Revo backstairs here, seeing what's gonna happen. And Cube gets a pick on Issy and Swaz a pick on Revo, so now it is a 3v4 on the side of mostly harmless on defense, but looks like they're gonna hit A here. which would be the very smart thing to do. Oh, a dink on to Nair and a kill on him. Oh my goodness, the accuracy of the classic, sometimes it's just like too good and sometimes you don't know where your bullets go. It's a really 50-50, so. Able to get the plant here. Hans with an angle on Ian, gets the kill. Nice steady aim there. Keep his crosshair perfectly on him. Now we're gonna get a rotation. Swass is gonna be playing ramp. Gets another kill. Hans is insane with his accuracy with pistols, and Swass gets cubed for the round for casuals on the first round of attacking for them. So very well done. I mean, they needed that round. Again, if you lose on offense, you know, defense kind of gets momentum with their guns and starts to steamroll, but getting that first round attack, very important.
Yeah, just well played overall. Very patient with Nero and Nair sitting. I'm not sure what part of the map is called. They're sitting kind of on A side, just waiting to get some info.
Yeah.
In, you know, it's great strategy, great patience from.
Yeah, again, really great patience. Like you said, they didn't rush the push on B. You know, they played it smart, got some info. Oh, sorry, I gotta get out of here. Wow. Swass pushing at mid though, on close to the Sage. There's two sitting heaven. Let's see what he does here. But Nair gets a pick. Swass gets a double kill on heaven. And Ian now trying to play some info. He hears the rotate back to mid, so now he knows they're going mid or B. Doesn't look like they're going A at all. So we have Cube just sitting back, trying to play for a pick or two. Ian here, gonna jump up, gonna catch Hans. And Hans catches Ian. Says, do you need some Advil for the headshot? I got that eco frag, and he goes up and expecting to find another, but no one there. Cube gonna be trying to get one pick at least, you know, hurt the economy a little bit, but now they know where he is. Trap went off from the chamber. And the nade coming in, oh my goodness, what a nade, that was a hard throw. Cube gets a pick, awesome, damaging the economy as best as he can. You know, not expecting much more, but doing what he can, goes down, and Nero takes the round for casuals.
Yeah, and these teams really respect each other. You can tell casuals 5v2 at the end there, still play it slow until they get it down to 5v1, and then they all push together. You know, so maybe it's an eco thing, or just knowing that any of these players can totally turn any of these rounds around.
Oh yeah, these guys definitely know that, you know, how good each other are, so they're definitely being, you know, give each other respect, but also not giving them too much. If you give them too much, hello beautiful pink building, if you give them too much, you know, it's not good. So
that was an artistic
yeah. Oh, it looks like they're going fast here, or trying to, but they get suppressed and naded off with the gravity well. But yeah, artistic, you know, you gotta show the scenery of the map for sure. Again, they're all stacked in
right there.
Yes, exactly.
Bomb buddy v bomb buddy.
But they really love this. Everyone loves this vent push today. It looks like they're going again on this side at this time of casuals, and Dizzy gets two, playing from the back site where Nero was playing all game pretty much, but gets the trade. Now they have a Phantom in hand, and now it is actually winnable, but Nero a little low, gives the gun to Issy, their little Ferrari demon over here, and they're going to be trying to take site. All three of them playing towards elbow. Hopefully they don't get cladded. They're trying to play off each other, but could cause some trouble. Now we have Ian going towards elbow, and he gets one pick, gets a second, and doesn't get the third. Swass trades out, but Revo gets the trade kill to secure the round. And what amazing spray transfer by Ian there with the Vandal, not even the Phantom. Really great shots coming out from him. So mostly harm to secure that round, make it 8-7. Now I'm expecting to see a gun round coming out from the side of casuals, and this is where everything's going to come to head. This is where the momentum's going to come in. This is where, you know, the turning point of the game could be, depending on what happens in this round.
Yeah, just a beautiful retake from Mostly Harmless there. Ian stepping up. He's warm. Better watch out.
I saw that building really quick, Dylan. You ain't slick. That's what you're trying to do.
We should do a podcast about the architecture in Valorant.
We should. There's a meme where, like, you know, there's houses around and, you know, a bunch of brimstone ults going off and like Sova ults and some guys trying to sleep and everything's shaky in the house. It was really funny to see. Alright, we have a
teleport. Now I forget which other agent can teleport in the game, but his is the only instant teleport, right?
His is the instant teleport, yes, which makes it so strong. It's so useful to get out of dire situations, but you know, having that limited range and also having to have it, you know, down in a certain radius, you have to be, you know, very specific where you put it. I think it's a 20-second cooldown once you pick it up, so you know, it's down for a little bit before you're able to do it. And Swass here gonna get caught off, but Ian not willing to take the risk of standing there any longer than he has to. Very smart dashing away there. Almost got the pick. And we see, I love this angle that Sage is holding here. This is one of my favorite angles. Oh, she drops off unfortunately, but Revo on the scaffolding there has a really cheeky angle. And now they're just reverting back to a default to B main. Issy's here saying, hey guys, you know, let's go this way, because I have my knife that can shut down Killjoy, so if there's a knife gets Killjoy here, it's pretty much a free sight. Ooh, he hits the wall, but still able to get Killjoy. And it's looking like it's going to be a couple kills on the side of mostly Harmless with that slow. Cube gets 2 kills, Nair gets a kill on line over on mid, and the Boombot comes in, not able to hit, but Revo gets Swass as he's trying to peek out. Nair looks like he should not be able to get away, but yeah. Dizzy takes him down, and now it is tied once again, 8-8.
Wow, yeah, I mean, Cubed and Revo together there with the impact frags on the defense. So well played. Cubed is, like you said, this is the best performance we've seen from Cubed in this tournament. Really stepping up. 13-9 right now.
Yeah, Cubed again, just playing his position really well. He's not getting overconfident. He didn't overswing that like I see a lot of people do when people are pushing, you know. He kept his angle nice and tight. He got the kills he needed, and then, you know, he played safe and backed off when he needed to. And the slow from Sage as well, coming in clutch, that's very important. And now we have the ultimate coming out from Swass, that sniper. Actually, probably one of my favorite abilities in the game. It's so deadly, it's so good. One shot anywhere. And we're gonna, oh, Nair with the shot on line. Maybe peeking a little too much. Wanted to throw that nade, but didn't expect him to walk up. And now we have them coming up, and Cubed has to back off here, play it safe. Can't use his abilities. Issy gets a pick onto Cubed, but Dizzy trades out. Nair gets the trade on that, and now this round looks like it could go in favor of Casuals, but Revo here being a little sneaky.
Planted.
Has a res available. Not sure if he wants to use it though. It's a very dire situation, but you have Swass literally coming in late from a mid flank. Revo does go for the res on Cubed, but look at Swass here. Look at Swass here. Coming up to, look at this. They have no idea. Oh, misses the shot, but switches to his pistol, able to get the pick. Now they have 2 CT. And it looks like this should be a save round, if anything. But yeah, Nair gets the pick on Revo, trying to go for a pick, but trying to save the one gun that they can. At least get something out of the res. You don't want something for nothing. You don't want to res someone and, you know, lose all your guns. At least you can save a gun out of this, you know, take some money to the next round. And it's going to be going to the favor this round of Casuals on a save round, by the way. This was a save. They bought all sheriffs, and you know, the opening pick coming out of Nair just opened up the doors for them. So absolutely amazing job by Casuals.
I was gonna say, why should Casuals ever buy guns? Like, they played that so well. Like you said, when you have the sheriff, if you're good on it, you hit those headshots. That's all you need, man.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, the mental with how you play with the sheriff and how you play with rifles really, you know, differs. Like sometimes, you know, you play a little bit more, you know, conservative with the sheriff, because you know, if you miss, you have to kind of, you know, back off, re-peek, or do something where you can't do with a van. You can't just spray. So, you know, people playing sometimes with the sheriff is better when they play with the rifle. So it happens. But now you have Revo, being the cheeky man he is, sitting with a judge in mail. Oh, this could be bad, or this could go good, depending for which side decides to go through with this plan. But if they push into mail here, he'll at least get one. Smoke coming through. Revo now just waiting patiently, trying to get his teammates to bait. They see to heaven, they probably wouldn't expect Revo to be here, but it looks like they're gonna hit B main. If they hit B main, they're gonna have to go through mid right into the shotgun. And Revo, sorry, not Revo, Cubed playing off-site, really smart not to get hit by that KO null effect. And we have Ian here with the off, getting a pick on Hans. Now that completely changes the dynamic of the round. They're gonna see if they can actually still go mid. Oh, yeah. Ooh, Revo gets Issy on mid here, of course, with the shotgun staring at him. Just, are you serious, man? You're really gonna do that to me? Come on. And just sitting there. Oh, tries to go for the pick, Swas, but unfortunately doesn't get it.
I can't use that.
Shotgun too strong. Yeah, they're on A side, and of course you have Dizzy sitting back side though. Again, where Nero was all game. And they know he's here, but just can't get the pick.
Spike down
And now it's a 1v1 on site, but Online coming from behind, able to get the pick on him most likely. Yep, there it is, and that's the round going for Mostly Harmless. Now 9-9, still tied. Just back and forth. Oh my goodness, like you don't know what's gonna happen with these two, but like, you know, someone's gotta break away eventually, right?
Yeah, I mean, we're obviously, even though this best of 5 can only go to 4, I'll just highlight that again if anyone's joined us, because Mostly Harmless has not been defeated at all in this tournament. It was agreed upon by all the teams that if someone did that and made it to the grand final, they have 1 win already stacked up for them. So they only need to win 2 here. But even if it goes to 4, we're in for a long game, because these are all going to be close.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see how, you know, how the next map goes, because this was Mostly Harmless's pick, and it's pretty dead even. And again, Bind is a map they're both great on, so it's gonna be super interesting to see like how the team comps go, how their fights go, and again, just mid control coming out from these two. And wait a minute, Online sitting here.
Yeah.
Doesn't know. Online gets the pick, just sees his feet first. Has the nade go out. Yeah, really good nade, stopping the push or any advancement. Giving up mid, sometimes, you know, giving up mid is good. And Revo gets picked on Issy, but Nero trades out on Revo. But yeah, that mid control can either work out in your favor and you can get a lot of control and able to push, or you just get pinched and you get trapped in there. And, you know, Vince is a hard place to push with a Raze sitting there, so now we have Cube solo on site here, but he's sitting CT to avoid any confrontation. Maybe just play for life here, play for his teammates. Now they're trying to spot him out, because they have no idea, but they don't know he's CT.
30 seconds left.
Oh, gets a D. Oh my goodness, that shot. 124. You gotta love the Phantom for that. So actually so tilting when 124 and someone digs you for 160 with the Vandal. Just absolutely awful. But both Hans and Nero both low here, so I don't see this going in their favor, but anything could happen here. They're going to go for the push through the Astro Wall, and they're going to try and time this at 1, 2, 3. He's going to dash up, get some info. He's going to push through, get a pick onto Hans. Online gets Nero, and Hans trades it out, but again, round going in favor of Mostly Harmless there. Just a little too stacked up against them, the odds there. But it was really close. Good dash by Ian, you know, getting that space and able to get that info for their team.
Yeah, no smokes were so huge there too. You know, you always take that risk. I forget which player it was that was on casuals that peeked out of that smoke. Don't think they expected 4 on the other side.
No, yeah, definitely Hans was not expecting that. A little spooked, but we have actually Hans on the Judge now. Raze on Judge, always scary. Looks like it's just gonna be like just a double blast pack in your face type of thing is what Raze does. So we'll see if he does that. See if he can get a pick, surprise him a little bit. But again, it's another save round. But again, save rounds could go either way. Like it's not a write-off round. So I mean, again, this angle that he's playing, Revo, just so good. This angle right here, yeah, where he just watches and they don't know he's there. They'll start running past and catch him off guard, and it's wonderful. So again, all stacked up in mail though. They really like this mail play, even though there's a Sage here. They feel like they can work it. They just need to win their trades. And now they know that they're in. Revo here. Let's see if he can get something going. Slowly walking up. Gets a pick. Gets a no. Swas gets the trade. Ooh, what a nice place for your TP. Able to work up mid again. And now they're going to play slow, so even if they get anything. Online again, sitting in the same spot for Vent, just in case they try and go through. And Issy being a little demon, antagonizing stairs over there. Now they're just reset, cut noise, reset, get them guessing on where you're going. You know, you want to spread them out. They start rotating towards where you are. You want to get them guessing, be like, hey, they could be going back A. We need to get someone over there.
30 seconds
spread them out. But this Killjoy, sitting back sight, They have no idea, and Cube plays that so well, the angle, and Swas gets the trade. And Nero gets a kill on Dizzy and Heaven with the Judge, and now you have Online coming from behind, both on Heaven, both duelists. Online gets the kill, now you have the nade coming through that bounces off the wall, lands right onto default, gets the plant, but the damage is done. Not really looking, unfortunately, at Heaven, trying to get across, and Online gets the kill, and now it is 11-9. Mostly Harmless, starting to pull away just a little bit.
I mean, you want to see a change in strategy from casual Cyan here. Just play mid, and then when you can't push through mid, rotating to A or B just doesn't seem to be working out for them.
Yeah, exactly, and I mean, you know, I feel like they're just like, hey, you know, we're taking mid control, it's good. We need to win our trades. Like that's kind of the mindset, which is good. But you know, after that round, I expect them to change it up now. You know, be like, hey, well that didn't work, so let's change something up. Let's go, you know, a fast rush A, a slow rush A, a split mid A, or something. You know, just thinking that mid control works, but it's after you get that male control, like it's tough.
Out of charges.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna see the wall just come in as usual, just a Sage default. They're gonna wanna try to work up B again. Also, I know they have Issy suppressing Q tier, but Q's been, you know, avoiding it pretty well. I'm surprised they don't try to go A at all, but maybe just Dizzy sitting backside and the possibility of a lot of the angles on A just isn't worth it. But again, they're just walking up here, able to push through and dash through. Suppressed is cubed. Hans pushes in with his ult, shoots it backside just to be sure. And now flashing out of that smoke, Cubed running away, doesn't want to die here. And Nero gets the pick on the line. Wait a minute, Nero hitting through the smoke there. Gets him low, and now they're going to try and pull a suck and get him off spike plant. And Swas now not committing to the plant. It looks like they're going to actually back off. Cube gets a kill. Yeah, they don't commit to this plant. They actually back off of the site. And they actually do get one detained here. Nair getting detained on purpose so he can bait for his teammates, which is very smart. And they go in and get the kills and get the trades, and Swas not able to get either Dizzy or Cubed, unfortunately. And we have Issy here pushing up mid.
One enemy
and
remaining.
not able to get Revo. Gets dinked through the wall. Swas gets the kill. And gets slow comes out, and ooh, they get the revive off, and this is looking very dire for Swas, but you never know what could happen here. Nice kill from Swas on Dizzy, but Online in that slow, not moving fast enough, and they take the round. Match point for mostly Harmless now. And now Casuals really have to pull something off in this round.
Yeah, and at the very end there, I'm not sure what I was seeing on the map, but I thought that I saw Chambers teleports. One was set on the far side, close to A. And I wondered if he would teleport to A and try to plant on A instead of fighting
Ooh,
on B, but...
it's actually out of range. I think he actually
okay.
wasn't able to.
Okay, yeah.
So they're taking a tactical timeout now from the side of Casuals.
Not surprising at all, you know, they've lost the momentum in the game here. Mostly Harmless really just showing them what's up in the last 4 rounds.
Yeah, exactly. Mel, do you want to chime in on anything here, what you've been seeing?
Yeah, I mean, it looks like that they've just kind of like lost a little bit of momentum. If you look at how the last few rounds have gone, they've just been missing some, you know, some trades here and there. It's pretty much what it is. I mean, they were trying, how we were talking about before. You know, they've got good setups, they have great utility, but if they're missing those trades, then it's kind of over. They just really have to be able to, you know, land those shots as best as they can. Because right now, mostly Harmless is just beating them on that level.
Yeah, 100% agree. They're just kind of winning those aim duels at the moment, and even though they get trades, just in general, like they're just winning their gunfights. So, I mean, it looks like they're kind of stacking towards A now, kind of switching it up a bit, which is good. Seeing if they get some info, and you have Ian over there with the off missing, very unlike him of missing that first contact shot. Now you have 2 playing backside on A. You have 1 on Heaven on A, and the one time they decide to go towards A, they're just like, hey, let's just put more towards A, which is smart because, you know, you call attack, mid B's not working, you know, you expect them to go A, so a little bit of a read coming out from mostly Harmless, but if they could still execute it well, it wouldn't matter. They're kind of just sitting here, as you can see, 4 of them just waiting for someone to slip up, someone to peek and get the advantage here, but That's not going to be happening. Mostly Harmless know better. They're sitting back waiting for their push, waiting for them to mess up, waiting for a peek from them. So they have to attack eventually, and they know that. And now you have 4v5 on the side of A.
30 seconds left.
With Cube sitting for the anchor on B, just in case they walk back. And here comes the push from Casuals here. We have Ian and Hans going in first, and we're going to see the Blast Pack go up. Online sitting in the smoke in heaven. He's probably going to get a pick. Dizzy gets a pick, and Online gets a pick on Nero. Dizzy gets a second on Hans. Nair gets a trade on Dizzy. Swats gets a pick on Heaven. Online with a trade on Nair. Able to teleport away. Oh, gets blast packed from below from the Raze. Able to hit him off his feet, and there you have it. First map goes to Mostly Harmless. They are now up 2-0. I repeat, they're up 2-0 in this best of 5 series.
Yeah, Mostly Harmless at the end there, really finding that momentum and really showing why they've been first place in this league for a while now. We'll see what Casuals can do in the second game. I believe that in the second game, let me just pull it up, we are going to Bind? We're going to Bind, yeah?
That is correct, yes. We're going to Bind second map.
We're going to Bind second map. And just looking at the scoreboard here, pretty spread out, man. We've seen some games where one player in particular was really carrying frag-wise. This is well spread out. These players are here to play and to win, and we will take a quick break before we get into game 2, but we're all excited for it. Hopefully you are too. Don't go anywhere.